My name is Kristen and this is Kristen Craves Books. So I have a really exciting video today. It's going to be an unboxing and a reading vlog. I did one of these a few months ago and it really got some good feedback on that one. So what it is the Once Upon a Book Club book box, and I'm actually a VIP through my blog, my Instagram and stuff for this box. So I have a code, I'm going to put it on the screen here. It's Craves10, Craves with a K, and that'll get you 10% off your first box. And I have had my eye on a lot of bookish subscription box, but this one is really fun because it really is interactive, and everything from the first box that I did I really loved and I used. So the whole premise of this is that you get the book and there's a post-it on different pages that say open your gift. So when you get to that part, you open the corresponding gift and it relates to the story in some way. So I think that is genius. So well done. And actually, Once Upon a Book Club just did Bridgerton special edition boxes and I wish I got them. They were gorgeous. But this one, I believe this was June's box here that I got. And I know what the book is, but I don't know anything about any of the gifts or anything like that. So when you open it up, it looks like this. And I see right away, oh, an origami crane. That is so cute because I've actually never done origami before. And this is new. The last one didn't come in this plastic. One second. Let me get this open. Okay. So it has a spoiler what the book is on the back. So this is just some information and shows you how to do the origami. That's fun. And then we have this print. It says, we all have the freedom to author our own souls. And there's a letter from the author on the back. I love that quote. These prints are always fun. I have a corkboard at home where I can pin them on, and I have the one from the last box and they kind of match, so I love that. And then we have a bookmark with the same quote. That is great because I did not bring enough bookmarks with me here, so I love that so much. And then a signed bookplate from the author, which is really cool. It's got a design on it. Obviously cranes are a big part of the story, so that is interesting. So if you don't know what I mean, this is an example of the gift. So it has page 53 on there. So as I'm reading the book, I open page 53 and I'll see what the gift is, and I'm gonna do the reading vlog along with it. So I'll take you along, spoil you for what the gifts are and my thoughts on the book. And it's actually not a book that I've seen anywhere, so that is really interesting to me. Wow, this is quite weighty. This is page 73. How cool is this box? It's quite heavy. I'm very curious what that is, and like the attention to detail on the packaging is everything. So this is really cool. And then, oh, interesting. This feels different. This is, oh, page 19. So I bet you this is the first gift. Again, the design on here. I'll show you all this stuff in closer detail as I open them. There's quite a bit in here. Page 263, again with the paper cranes on there. So cool. Nice packaging, again, very weighty. I think that is it for the gifts, and we're already on to the book here with all these. So this is the book. It is Reset by Serena Dolan. I have not heard anything about this. This is like a good quality book, but it's kind of stiff. I'm gonna have to break that in a little bit. But the tagline says, can you love someone you don't remember? Which I'm already intrigued by. I think this is sci-fi from what I know about it. And I'll just read you briefly the first paragraph on the back because I don't want to bore you with the whole thing because it's quite long. But it says, after the last war destroyed most of the world, survivors form a new society in 4 self-sustaining cities in the Mojave Desert. In the utopia of the 4 cities, inspired by the lyrics of Imagine and Budapest philosophy, everything is carefully planned and controlled. The seasons, the weather, and the residents. To prevent mankind from destroying each other again, its citizens undergo a memory wipe every 4 years in a process called tabula rasa, a blank slate, to remove learned prejudices. With each new cycle, they begin again with new names, new jobs, homes, and lives. No memories, no attachments, no wars. So I've never heard a premise like that. That is really interesting. I've read a lot of dystopias, but not utopias, and obviously I'm thinking everything falls apart in this story. I'm curious if this is a series or a standalone, but I guess we'll find out and I'll let you know as I read it more. But isn't that a fascinating premise? I'm surprised it's not getting more attention, but I'm excited to read it, tell you what I think. Cover is really fun. Excited to open all these gifts. So now we'll jump into the reading vlog portion of this. So if you don't want to be spoiled, stop the video now and we'll come back. But again, my code is CRAVES10. It's Once Upon a Book Box, and I am so excited to dive in. At the first point for the gift, and I'm really liking this book so far. I'm only 19 pages in because that's when the first gift is, but the writing is really interesting. I want to read you the first line just because it captures your attention right away. It says, in a mahogany paneled room in a Victorian house on a hill, inevitability creeps in like a thief, but no one stirs. A man sits in a velvet chair the color of sapphire. A woman curls against his chest, her lashes wet like blades of grass covered in morning dew. They have been in the same position for hours. Neither tends to move. He is afraid she will disappear, like dandelion seeds, one gust of wind, gone. So already that's very beautifully written, very moving. It really captures what this book is about because, as I mentioned when I read the synopsis, every 4 years, everybody's memory resets. They get new jobs, they live somewhere new, they forget everything. So obviously we're opening up with a couple who have fallen in love within those 4 years and know that they are going to forget each other soon. So just imagine that feeling. That really captures that feeling really well. So the line, I'm going to show you actually. So here it says, open your gift. And I believe that the line that this is intended for is where it says, instead he put a silver bangle on the angry man's wrist. So I will open the little gift. It is this one that says page 19. I'm going to take a better video and I'll insert that footage in here. But here it is a silver bangle, so I was right, that is the part. It opens in a clasp here. It's actually very well made. It is got some weight to it. I like the shape of it, very cool. So I'm gonna put that on. So that's what that looks like on me. It's a little big, I have small wrist, so this fits like that. That is really, really cool actually. I could see myself wearing that. How fun. So that's the first gift, and I don't think the next gift is until page 53, so I will see you then and I'll update you what I think. I'm not sure if I'll get to that today because I do want to catch up on some booktube, do some blog stuff, but we will see and I'll let you know. Look how cute this looks, even just talking to you. Yeah, I love that, so I'll keep you posted. Okay, so it's the next day and I'm reading a bit more of Reset, and I just got to page 53, and I believe that the line where it says open your gift is Eris unwraps it and reveals a small desert scape painting. So this is the page 53 gift, and you can see it's probably a print here. So I'm really curious to see what that looks like. So, oh wow, this is really pretty. It's like a watercolor print of the desert. I love how subtle this is. The one thing about this box is I wish they give you information about where the stuff is from. Like there's no signature, there's no, don't believe there's anything in here, no about like who designed this or anything like that. So that would be good to know. But it is really pretty. It's an interesting feel too. The book takes place in an oasis in the middle of the Mojave Desert. So this makes a lot of sense. And I could actually see myself putting this on my bookshelves, or I have a windowsill this might be pretty on. So now I'll update you a little bit on my feelings of this book. Obviously I'm only 53 pages in, so I can't say too much, but I am really intrigued by this world and this whole premise of tabula rasa, which means a blank slate, which I think a lot of us learned about in high school. I took philosophy in high school and that was a big topic of discussion. So in this world, every 4 years, everybody is reset. They're given a blank slate, new names, new jobs, new homes. They forget everything from the 4 years before. And this is done because they think prejudice happen and people, their memories and the past can be detrimental to their mental health. And I think the government just wants to erase their mistakes. Truthfully, that seems to be the case here. And there are some people called the dreamers in here who have dreams about their past lives, and there are scientists that are working to erase those dreams. So you think that's going to be the focus of this story. One of the characters in here is learning about the dreamers and is dating somebody who is curious about this group of people. And there's also some flashbacks to, I believe, a previous lifetime. It's written in italics, and it's a love story. So I believe that I read that this is a utopian love story, which is really unique. So I can't wait to see how that all plays out. But I'm really liking the writing so far. It's really an interesting world. And one of the main characters in here, she is a teacher, so she's kind of teaching about this past children. And people don't have children anymore. These children are made in laboratories and things like that. So children aren't reset every 4 years. It happens once you turn 18. And then you forget everything about your childhood at that point. So yeah, really fascinating world, really unique take on the dystopian genre. And I'm really liking the setting, the writing, intrigued by the romance part of this, because obviously every 4 years you forget everybody. So you'd forget anybody you fall in love with during that time. But one of the characters in here is having dreams about his past life, and I believe his wife. And he's spending these years searching for her. So it's really beautiful, that part of it. And yeah, I believe this is a standalone, which is nice. You don't get a lot of standalone fantasies or sci-fi, so can't wait to see what happens next. And I believe the next gift, is on page 73, so I hope to get to that today, and I'll update you. I just got to page 68, and actually this QR code was posted in here, and I thought that was really interesting. I've never seen that before, so I scanned it on my phone, and it leads to a YouTube video of like a 4-minute song and just of the piano, and it's really beautiful. So I will include a link to that down below. I'd add it in here, but it's probably copyrighted, so I'll leave a link. But it's just, that was a nice touch, since one of the main characters, she's at a concert and this is the song that she is listening to, so I thought that was fun. Okay, so just like that, I'm on page 73, and it's interesting what the sentence is. It says, a corner of the paper curls and a burning smell rises. She raises the paper. She needs to find that perfect place between answers and ash. Brown lines slowly appear, one by one, until words form. So that is interesting. I'm curious to see what's in this little box. This is the one I've been the most curious about. It says page 73 on the top. It's quite weighty, so I'll just open that up. Oh, it's a candle. That is adorable. Wow. How cute is this candle? Oh wow, it actually smells really nice too. Again, no information about where this is from or who designed it, but it just looks like this. Such great details. It's almost, I don't even know what you would describe that scent as. It's pretty strong. There's like a coconutty smell to it, but it's really nice. Yeah, I really like that. It's so pretty. Oh, how cute. I believe that this is a paper crane. Let me see if I can get this open. Yeah, it's definitely a paper crane. How cute is that? Because at this part of the story, there is a hidden message inside the paper crane, or so they think. So they're burning it with a candle to try and get the secret message inside the paper crane, which is something that the dreamers use. So that is an adorable little touch. And there were some interesting reveals that I already predicted that would happen in this book that will complicate the situation that's happening right now. But I'm really into this so far. The next gift is not the last gift. I think it's the last gift is not till 200 and something pages. So I don't think I'll get to that today, but I'll definitely come back tomorrow, open that gift, fill you in on my thoughts, because I will be way deeper into this at that point. But this might be my favorite gift that I've received in any of the boxes so far, because there's something nostalgic about the scent. Yep, big fan of that. So I might even light that and see what kind of throw it has, but I am quite impressed with this. I just wish I knew who designed it or where it came from. So it's now Tuesday, because yesterday was a migraine day for me. I tend to get those but I did manage to read a little bit more of Reset, and I got to page 263, so we're at the last gift. So the quote here says, "He opens the book and reads a passage. Suddenly bright light shines up from the book, bathing the room white, like the inside of a hospital room." And so I'm wondering if the gift is a book light of some kind, which I always love. I will always take a book light. And I think this is my favorite packaging that we've gotten so far in this box. Paper cranes are very important to the story, so how cute is that? Very well made box. And I took the tape off already, so let's see what's in here. Okay, more tape than I thought. Please hold. Okay, I got it. So, oh my god, this is so cute. It's something wrapped in this paper, but it looks like an old book, and I don't know if you can see it on there, but it says Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia. So that is cute, and there's a charger in here, which makes me think that this is a book light of some kind. So I'm gonna unwrap this, and then I'll show you what it is. I just got so excited. I cannot believe we got one of these in this box. This is, okay, I'll just show you. It looks like a little book, which is adorable. The details on here, but I'm gonna flip the camera. When you open it up, this is what it does. How cool is that? It is the coolest thing ever. Look at it, it also gives off quite a bit of light. And I'm gonna have to take close-ups of this and show it to you. And apparently it's a charger, and apparently the charge lasts for 4 to 6 hours. So even this is just a good thing to have if the power goes off. But to have that in your room as you read is so cool. I cannot believe they included this in this box. I actually looked it up on Amazon, and it's $30 here in Canada. So I think that is such a nice gift to get. And I think I might even keep mine stored in this box. It says reading book light, just charge and open. So yeah, that is one of the coolest gifts I could have ever gotten. I'm so surprised by that. I've had my eye on these. It's like magic. It's just the coolest thing. Anyways, so let me talk about the actual book. I just got so hyped about the gift that I forgot that I wanted to talk about the book because I'm almost done. I have 50 pages left. I'll probably finish that tonight, but we'll update you tomorrow because I'm going to read it in the tub probably. And this is really interesting. I think it's one of those cases where maybe the topic and the premise is more interesting than the actual execution. That doesn't mean that this is bad. I'm actually quite enjoying myself reading this. It's way more romantic than I pictured it being, which I kind of love, especially in the summertime. And it's actually quite sad. Like something really sad happens in here, and I understand that the author is, I believe it says on the back here that she graduated in psychology. She's from Thailand, a degree in psychology and visual arts, which is an interesting mix and perfect for a book like this because it is very visual. Her writing is very visual. You can picture this world. And I think all the little gifts that we got with the desert print and everything really help bring it to life in my head. But the psychology of this really comes through. The philosophy of this is really interesting. What it must be like for everybody in this world to know that after 4 years, they start over again, their lives start over again. So people who have fallen in love, who have formed strong connections, who love their jobs, are just happy in their life, knowing that that's going to go away, and you don't know what the next 4 years are going to bring, and you won't remember the people that you met in these 4 years. I can't imagine the mental toll something like that would bring. So that's really explored in here. And the fact that a lot of the characters are having dreams of their past lives, that really messes with them mentally. So I think it's really interesting when an author has a connection or a degree or is just interested in a subject matter, and that comes through in their book. And that's really happening with this author's degree in psychology. So that's cool. And I do really like her writing. I would definitely read something else by Serena Dallin, and yeah, I really like this. I never would have picked this book up on my own, so I'm glad that it was included in this box. And the paper cranes are such a nice touch. Yeah, there's a lot to love in here, and definitely an underrated book, but we'll see what happens in the last 50 pages because it can really make and break it for me, so I'll let you know. Okay, so I finished Reset last night and I just wanted to come here and wrap up this little video and tell you what I thought about it. What's really great about this box is that it introduced me to a book I never would have picked up on my own. I don't think I'd ever would have found it on my own. And I'm so glad that I read it. It wasn't my favorite book of all time. I ended up giving it 3.25 stars on the Storygraph, but it really did get me thinking. I think it's such an interesting premise. I've never really read a utopian romance. That's kind of an interesting genre, and if you know of any other books that you would consider that, let me know, because I think that's interesting. And I did like the ending. I thought it was very bittersweet, but it made sense for this world and this story. I'm glad that it didn't fall into some cliches. That's all I'll say about that. But I did really think this was enjoyable. It had some pacing issues in the middle, but I would recommend it. It's good beginner sci-fi as well. Or if you're wanting to get back into dystopian, this is an interesting way to do it because they're calling it a utopian, but obviously it has its issues. The characters aren't going to be the most memorable for me, but they were good. And I did buy the romance in here, and there were some sad moments. So it was a mix of emotions in this one. And yeah, I'm just glad that I read it. And the gifts, I just want to run through the gifts again for you because I thought they were really good in this box. So again, the first one came in this little bag, and it was the bracelet, which I love and I can actually see myself wearing. And then we got this really nice candle that really has the desert feel. That is the setting of the book. And just something very nostalgic about the smell. It's almost spicy, I would say. It's a weird smell, I can't explain it. Very unique. Then we got this really subtle print of the desert that I could actually see myself putting somewhere. I really like this. And then the last thing was my favorite, of course, and that is this book light, which is just the best. I have been sending everybody videos of this. I just think that this is the coolest thing ever, and I can't believe that I got this in this box. So that is really great. And of course, I just love the packaging, the attention to detail on this box. There's even a quote from the book in the bottom of the box in here. It tells you what to do. Oh, open the origami crane and hover over a burning candle for a secret message. Don't get too close or do it over the sink. Interesting. I'm going to do that, and I will insert the clip here. Okay, update. I don't know what how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the secret message. Maybe I wasn't supposed to open the crane this much. I can't figure it out, but if I do, I'll insert the clip. If not, I give up. If I can find a link to somebody who can actually figure this message out, I will, because I am very curious, but it's a fail. I read this on here before I wrap this video up. Let's just hope I don't burn the house down. So I will definitely do that. Here's the crane here, and I'll come back and I'll show you that and let you know what the message says. That is really cool. So yep, I'm gonna do that, and that's it for this vlog. I'm going to start a new weekly reading vlog. Let me know if you enjoyed these, because I do have another box coming, and I already know what the book is, and it's very, very exciting. So if you're interested in that, I will do this again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my code, if you want 10% off your first box, is CRAVES with a K, 10. I will leave all that information down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.